All right, for those of you who are regulars on my YouTube channel, I promise you that I am not going to become one of those guys who becomes a shill for these low cap altcoins. This was inevitable. I've been inundated on this channel and on TikTok with people shilling Safemoon, and so I had to take a deep dive. And even, I'm going to say this, if you saw any of my TikToks, either of them, I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna egg on the Safemoon shills. I'm gonna rile them up, get them all hot and angry and everything. And I just I knew it would stir up controversy and that the video would get a lot of views and that I'd get a lot of followers, and so I do not apologize for that. But I have taken a look at Safemoon, and my conclusion is if I like POODL, I have to like Safemoon. There's just no arguing with it. They're very similar. There are many things that work in Safemoon's advantage over POODL. That could change on a dime, but for now, it's like my conclusion is if I like POODL, I have to like Safemoon. And I really like POODL. So let's take a look at Safemoon. I'm fascinated by this. I'm fascinated by the fervent efforts that those in the Safemoon community are they're just pumping this like crazy, and I don't necessarily think they're pumping and dumping. It's just, I mean, maybe they'll dump if it pumps like crazy, but Safemoon's interesting, especially when comparison to POODL. So before we do that, again, I'm not going to take the time to cover this. I will include the slideshow in the description of this video, but meme coins, these are meme coins, and Memecoin Ecosystems grow by grassroots efforts, by community involvement, and over years by taking advantage of tweets by famous people, of Bitcoin's halving cycles. Meme coins are at a point now where they have to be taken seriously, and yes, Safemoon has to be taken seriously. Dogecoin is the king of meme coins for now, but it is not structurally built to be the pioneer among its peers. It was first in adoption, it's first in prominence, but it can't and won't remain first. Something needs to take its place because of this. Dogecoin Tokenomics. Network has a large total token supply of 128,934,000, et cetera, et cetera. They print 10,000 new Dogecoins per minute. This is going into perpetuity, and 14.4 million a day. 1.2% inflation, which is similar to gold as far as the supply of gold that is added per year. It's about 1.2%, and that's pretty fixed at that rate. And so Dogecoin is similar to gold, but we know what Bitcoin's going to do to gold, and there's the potential for other meme coins to do the same thing to Dogecoin. And so here's my thesis statement of sorts. Let me make myself smaller so you can read it. Dogecoin has established itself as a legitimate asset that needs to be taken seriously, but it does not have the proper tokenomics to be a leader within the niche. As a new round of meme coins enters the cryptosphere, there's enormous potential for an upstart with the right tokenomics to take Dogecoin's place as the king of meme coins. Deflationary meme coins are very attractive possibilities. And so there's three big ones, at least on my mind. There's probably other ones, but we have Safemoon, we have POODL, and we have Hoj. Hoj, let me read my last note here. I put both Safemoon and POODL far above Hoj in my estimation of realized gains for any time period looking forward. So Hoj had their big pump, and then they dumped. And yeah, am I bullish on Hoj long term? Sure. Yeah, if I like Safemoon and POODL, I have to like Hoj. But then, I would say that these two, as far as their potential gains moving forward, are the most likely to overtake Dogecoin. And it's entirely possible that they could both overtake Dogecoin in terms of their significance and in terms of their return on investment, which Dogecoin's return on investment from 2014 to now is phenomenal. It's unbelievable returns. That's not going to last forever. And Safemoon and POODL are in positions where they can realize those same returns, but even more so because they're deflationary. What do I mean by that? Well, both of them have very high initial circulating supplies. Safemoon has a circulating supply of 1 quadrillion. POODL, initial circulating supply, they've burned through a lot of that. POODL has an initial circulating supply of 100 trillion. And so that is much more. Their supply right now is much more than Dogecoin, but their supplies are going down and Dogecoins are going up. There's no doubt that there will be fewer Safemoon and POODL coins in existence than Dogecoins someday, and I think in the near future, like the very, very near future. So let's compare Safemoon and POODL. Active holders. Safemoon has 150,000. POODL has 8,000. That's an advantage for Safemoon. I would say it's a question of, if you get into POODL right now, you are earlier on POODL, but then there's the question of the community, the power of the community, and so you weigh those things, and I give the advantage to Safemoon that they have 150. Their community is 150,000 strong, and their price hasn't increased all that much since the coin was launched very recently. POODL, it's the same thing. Their price hasn't increased all that much since the coin was launched, but they have a smaller community, so they just have more work to do. Safemoon is primed right now. The burn/distribution, Safemoon burns for every transaction. Let's say I bought 1 billion POODL. Safemoon burns 5% of my transaction. So 5% of 1 billion is 50 million. So 50 million POODL or Safemoon are burned, and 50 million in that case would be distributed to all of the active Safemoon holders. For POODL, it's 1%. 1% of POODL is burned, 1% of POODL for each transaction is distributed. I would say for sure that is an advantage for Safemoon, but they have 10 times the circulating supply to make up for, to burn than POODL does. But they are burning at a faster rate, and we'll get to that. So advantage Safemoon. Market cap, Safemoon 161 million, POODL 10 million, a little bit more than that. I'd say that's a wash. It just depends on where we go from here. Trailing 24-hour VMC. This is significant when thinking about deflationary assets. You've got to look at volume. People will constantly be looking at the price, and while you are looking at the price, I'm looking at the volume. So what is VMC? It's a metric that I've made up to kind of analyze how aggressive this burn rate is going to happen, and therefore how valuable the coin is going to be. VMC equals volume over market cap. And so Safemoon has 2.9% of Safemoon's market cap is transacted with every day, if that makes sense. So, excuse me. So let's say the Safemoon's volume is 4 million. It was about $4 million according to CoinGecko.com yesterday. That is about 2.9% of Safemoon's market cap, which is 161 million. And so volume is so important with deflationary assets. It's got to move for the supply to decrease, which is why I pay so much attention to it. So Safemoon's is 0.029. POODL's VMC is 0.106. So POODL has a much more significant volume according to its market cap, but only 1% of POODL is burned and 1% is distributed in comparison to Safemoon, which is 5% and 5%. So Safemoon actually has a slight advantage here when it comes to the aggressiveness of the supply being decreased. But since there are fewer POODL members, I get more POODL per transaction than I do with my Safemoon, which I've bought a little bit of. So slight, it depends, honestly. I'd say more so that that's a wash, considering how much I get in return for each transaction that's made with POODL. It's a wash. My opinion as to who has a more compelling vision moving forward, they're both very compelling. I like them both. I give a slight nod to Safemoon only because the original developers of POODL abandoned ship and set to sell, and then a community grassroots effort came and took over the development of it. And so Safemoon has been more stable in that regard moving forward. I think it's less likely that the community would die for Safemoon than for POODL. I do believe for sure for both of them that they are going, as far as the growth of the community is concerned, that they are going to increase over time. Purchasing. Safemoon. BNB Pancake Swap. Safemoon is not yet listed on Whitebit, but that'll happen soon. But here's the thing. So I did this. I have BNB. I'm a firm believer in BNB. It was really easy. It cost me about $1, a little over $1 to convert some of my BNB into Safemoon. I am an American, so I can't get on Whitebit, but for POODL, I do this through MetaMask and Uniswap, and that means I have to pay high Ethereum gas fees. And, you know, for me to purchase $1,000 worth of POODL, I have to pay something like $60 in Ethereum gas fees. And we're talking about $1 versus $60 in fees just to get in for me in the United States. I would say that's a huge advantage for Safemoon for now. I would say that POODL, I'm curious to see what happens with POODL once they do get on exchanges where Americans don't have to pay those insane gas fees. Maybe that'll cause the price to jump up like crazy. We'll see. But for now, yes, huge advantage for Safemoon. And again, I like both these coins a lot. I like them both more than Hoj at this point because Hoj had their moonshot. Now, here's some POODL mathematics, and I'm going to, on the next slide, do some Safemoon mathematics. So we're assuming a lower VMC, a lower volume over market cap for the next 1,000 days, for example. Price remains at 0.0000013. We burn 89 billion POODL a day, 890 billion POODL every 10 days. 8.9 trillion POODL burned every 100 days. All of the POODL in existence burned in 1,000 days. Obviously, that's impossible. Something will have to give. And as long as the community remains strong and grows, the price will increase. It's a guarantee that as long as the community grows and stays strong, the price will increase. So remember this. All of the POODL in existence burned in 1,000 days. All right, so same thing with Safemoon here. Let's assume a VMC of 0.02 for the next 1,000 days, and the price remains at 0.0000028, which is very low. And keep this in mind, already 40% of all of the 1 quadrillion Safemoon has been burned already. So again, here we have, all right, that an assumption of 0.02 VMC means a volume of 3.357 million. That means $167,850 worth of Safemoon is burned a day, which is a little under 600 billion Safemoon burned a day, 5.99 trillion Safemoon burned in 10 days, 59.9 trillion Safemoon burned in 100 days, and all of the remaining Safemoon in existence burned in about 1,000 days. Sorry, that should say 1,000 days there. I'll fix that for the presentation for the link in the description. And so it's about the same with Safemoon and POODL, but if you look at how much has been burned already, I would say that my estimate is a little bit more conservative for Safemoon than POODL. POODL, last I checked, about 11 trillion POODL has been burned, whereas about 40% of the Safemoon, so 11% versus 40%. 11% of POODL has already been burned. 40% of Safemoon has already been burned. But Safemoon has more to go because there was 10 times original circulating supply. So do those math, work with those numbers in your head. I do think that we're going to run into an issue with Safemoon sooner than POODL. So with that being said, here's the conclusion. Something's got to give for both of these coins. As long as the volume is as strong as it is right now, both coins will see rapid increases in price. That's the thing that if you are a POODL lifer or if you're a Safemoon lifer, the thing that you've got to keep pushing for is the volume. And I would even challenge this idea that you're supposed to hodl. You are supposed to hodl with Bitcoin. Hold on for dear life. But if you are able to find ways to sell and then buy again at a lower price, that's good for the entire community, for both POODL and for Safemoon. And so it's just like, yeah, maybe the safest thing is to hodl. The best thing for the entire community is to sell and buy and sell and buy, as long as after you sell, you buy back in, you know? But anyway, Safemoon's path forward is much more aggressive. I believe we will see a moonshot sooner for Safemoon than for POODL. The size of the community plus the aggressive tokenomics gives Safemoon an advantage for now. But things can turn on a dime. If one coin experiences a massive pump, I will immediately become more bullish on the other coin. For now, I give the advantage to Safemoon. Stay tuned, because all of this could change very rapidly. That's all I got for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Any edits, any suggestions, I'd be happy to hear those things for future videos. But have a good one.